Squadoodles. So today you're learning about natural selection, and there's actually quite a bit of work to do. So I just want to make sure you really understand the directions. So when we look at our friend Canvas, okay, in class we're going to do, a bunch of work on natural selection, just an overview. And then you have 2 assignments. Okay, so everybody needs to watch this Ed Puzzle video. And when you go to an Ed Puzzle video, there's all those questions on the side, right? So that's the quiz. Everybody has to take the quiz as you go along. When you're done, screenshot your score and submit it. That's part 1. Part 2, level X and level 8. This is an additional level of accountability. As you go along through the video, you also need to do this worksheet right here. So this copy of the worksheet looks like this. Make sure it's a tab right next to your Ed Puzzle video. And as you go along, kind of read the question. So we know the first one is antibiotics are used to kill prokaryotic cells, such as the bacteria that causes strep throat. So then I would read to myself, okay, what's the next question? The variations in a group of frogs is their blank blank, which can be different shades of green. Okay, so I'm going to listen for that answer as I go through the Ed Puzzle video. The other nice thing about this worksheet is that all the answers are over here. Again, it's additional practice with this vocabulary and these concepts. So I know it's kind of a pain because you have to flip back and forth between these, but I think you can do it. It'll just take you a little bit of extra time. Be patient with yourself. And then the last thing is to open this presentation and you make a page in your notebook that looks like this. Well, you don't have to be so fancy. Natural selection vocab, word and definition, okay? And then you just go through the presentation. It's this one, natural selection. That's Charles Darwin, by the way. And then you go here to resources. This is your first one, your first word. As you go through this, it's super important that you present. Click the present button or you won't be able to see everything. And then you just go through it. Under resources, I would write stuff that is in the environment that is needed for survival. It's often limited, can be used up. Okay, so that's just what you put into your notebook. You go through the whole thing just to double check to make sure you have all the words. Look right here. The words to include are resources, environment, competition, variation, adaptation, overpopulation, natural selection, and species. Squids. I will know if you Googled those words instead of using the presentation. So do not Google the words. Please use the presentation, you guys. I put a lot of work into this to make sure that you get the specific knowledge. So don't make it harder on yourself by Googling and getting other information. Okay? That is all. And I hope you have no problem with this. But if you do, email me. Also, it's going to take you a while. Sit back, relax, think about all you're learning. You're learning a whole bunch of new stuff. This is the basics of biology, you guys. This is a very cool concept that explains why we have so many different kinds of plants and animals and bacteria and all those things in our world. Okay? So that's all. See you later. Good luck learning.